Hi guys, I'm back with some more stuff that I bought at IMATS this year. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is all of the stuff that I bought from Saucebox Cosmetics. So Saucebox is a company that sells primarily eyeshadows, and I hadn't heard a lot about them until I saw them at IMATS, but I loved their shadows when I saw their colors and when I swatched them. I was just really impressed, and their packaging is adorable too. So let me show you their shadow size first. Their shadows they were selling for $5 a piece, just like Makeup Geek. But this is the size of their shadow, and this is the size of the Makeup Geek shadows, which are the same size as MAC shadows. So the Saucebox shadows are huge. They're like gigantic for, I mean, they're a really big, generous sized eyeshadow. And for $5 a piece, that was really good. They're normally $8 on their website, but their website is like sold out like all the time. I mean, it's hard to actually buy their stuff. They have their palettes, I think, more often, but their individual shadows are like always sold out. I've been looking like every day since I got back because I wanted to check out a couple of the other shades that they were already sold out of at IMATS, but anyway, so I bought a lot of their stuff. I really did. They have 4 palettes out right now, and I actually got all of them. I liked them. I liked them a lot. So their biggest palette is this one called Midnight Blossoms. And I actually got this one primarily because of the black. I seriously could not resist this shadow. It is the coolest black I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It's just, it sparkles like ridiculously and like no fallout from it. I do that and it's still, I mean, the glitter doesn't really fall out hardly at all. It's just really awesome and sparkly. You can probably see it. I mean, it's like a diamond. Huh. It's definitely the coolest black I've ever seen. The glitter's not huge and chunky, it's tiny and just super, super pretty. So I love that. Also their packaging, look at this. It's adorable. Look at this cute girl. The packaging is really similar actually to the Balm. I don't know if you've ever seen any of their palettes, but it's like skinny and it's made out of, it's nice and petite, and it's made out of like this heavy duty cardboard kind of stuff where you can wipe it off. Stuff doesn't stain it, you can actually wipe it off if stuff gets on it. But it's got this cute mirror with the girl on the inside. And the coolest thing about this palette, and this is the first palette I've seen like this really, but you can actually take out the individual shadows just really, really easily. There's a little tab here and you can just pop them right out. They're all magnetic. So if you bought other shadows of theirs and you wanted to switch them out or whatever, you can do that really easily. And I just thought that was cool. I don't know why nobody else does that because it makes sense and I like it. So that was the big one I got from them, and then I got 2 kind of medium-sized palettes. This one is called Forbidden Fruits, and it's got like a reddish color, some pinks and purples and whatnot. It's kind of like very juicy looking colors, makes you want to eat them. And then my 2 favorite palettes that I got from them are this one, the Creme de la Creme palette, which has just kind of neutral colors. It's got a gorgeous, just a silver, standard kind of silver, standard kind of more matte black, but it actually has a little bit of sparklish to it, but it mostly just looks matte. And then there's a taupe here that's awesome, and a medium brown color, and then 2 highlight colors that are both really pretty. A pinker toned one, and then a more yellow toned like neutral one, and just all of them are gorgeous and huge size. I mean, this is a great everyday palette. I love this one. I've used it, I gotta pull myself away from it because I've used it almost every day since I got back for everyday kind of, you know, neutral looks that I wanted. I really like it. And then this one is a little one, and it was like 20 bucks. It's called Temptation, and I love it. It's just so bright. The colors are gorgeous, and I did a look the next day after IMATS on my friend using this one and this one, and I put them together with the dark blue on the outer lid and the teal in the middle, and then I blended them together, and I did like a darker, like a medium brown in the crease, and then a little bit of gold between the brown and these 2 colors to blend them together, and it was the most gorgeous eye look. These things just looked, oh, they looked awesome on her eye. and then there's a bright orange and a bright yellow, and they're just all really amazing. Like this one reminds me of the Sugar Pill one, the little 4 palette that they have, but I like this one. I like it better. And just, you saw I swatched these, and look at how pigmented they are. It's just like crazy, crazy stuff. This one's a little powdery. I swatched it too hard, but yeah, these are pretty pigmented too. Here, this one didn't show up very well on my finger. I think hopefully you can see that. It's very pigmented when I see it, but I can't tell if the camera is picking that up or not, how pigmented the orange is. Anyway, I just absolutely love those shadows. And then I also got from them, let's see, with the palettes they were giving away like free mascara, and so I got actually 2 of those because I ended up getting more palettes, and then they also were giving away a free eyeshadow base. So I haven't had a chance to try this yet. I don't know if it's very good or not. And one more thing about them is I really liked how nice they were. I gotta get a Kleenex here because I've got shadow everywhere. I really liked how nice they were. I just really love very ethical people, people who are genuine, nice people in general. And the owner was actually there at their booth. And my friend asked her, I think my friend didn't realize she was talking to the owner, and so my friend asked her how the mascara was. She was like, so how do you like the mascara? And the lady, she was like, well, I mean, I hate to say anything bad about my product, but I mean, you know, and then she just proceeded to tell her what she liked about it, what she didn't like about it. And I mean, she was just very honest about her products, you know, standing behind her products, you know, what's good about it, what's not. She was just very honest, not, oh, it's great, it's awesome, you know, and I just really appreciate that in someone, their honesty, because I don't know, it's just something that's really important to me, that the people that I give my money to are actually honest and nice people, you know? I mean, there's plenty of nice people out there, so why give your money to people who aren't? I don't know. That's just my thing, I guess. So I also bought a bunch of individual shadows from them, and their individual shadow packaging was the only thing that I didn't really love. It looks cute. It's got the little girl, the pretty little girl on it, but it's not very functional because it's just, if you can see, it's just like a cardboard thing that doesn't really snap or anything. It just kind of, I don't know, like it just would fall apart. I mean, the top would just fall off, and you can't see through it or anything. So if you have several of these, it's hard to figure out what shade you're looking at unless you turn it upside down, and then, I don't know. I just wasn't into it. So I wanted to depot them, but when I went to depot them, it was actually really hard to depot them without breaking them, which made me really sad because 3 of like my favorite shades that I bought kind of really cracked and got all messy, and I tried to repress them using alcohol and like a dime, or not a dime, a quarter, but they ended up looking kind of icky and stuff when I did that. Maybe I'm not very good at repressing them, I don't know. I mean, they still work, and I can still use them, but they just don't look, just made me sad because they're kind of icky. I think it's probably because the pan is so large that it bent really easily when I tried to pull it up, and the packaging was cardboard, and the way that the packaging was, it made it really hard to like try to heat it up in any way, like using your flat iron or whatever, so it was just hard to get them out. So, but, excuse me. So I got this, it's like a pinky color, and it was really gorgeous before I messed it up, or it got messed up. And then I got this one, which was called Oceana, which was really pretty, like bright blue, and it got all messed up too. You can see it's kind of icky. It looked a lot better before it got messed up. And then this one is called Wildflower, and it's an orange that's not quite as bright as the one that was in the other palette. It's a little bit, it's still really bright though. It's a nice, plain, bright, you know, kind of more brown tone to it than the other one, but it's still really gorgeous. I got this blue, which is called Global, and it's, you can see it next to Oceana, is like a brighter color. And then I got these 2. This one's called Ooh La La, and it's a really bright, awesome, bright pink. And this one is, I don't know the name of it because I threw away the packaging, and it is, I think, discontinued, but I hope they bring it back because it's hard to find a color like this, so pigmented, and it's like a cranberry that doesn't really look maroony. Like, it's just a really true cranberry color, and it's matte and super creamy. I mean, you can see here, I'm going to swatch it, and I didn't swatch it very hard at all, and it's right there. It's so pretty. And then I just got two more. I got this one called Silver Screen, which is a blue, a very dark blue, navy, and then this one called Spy is a pretty highlight. So I got a lot of stuff from them, and I've been loving it, loving those shadows. I'm a big, huge shadow junkie, so you put a bunch of shadows in front of my face, and I kind of have to have them. But anyway, so that's everything that I got from Saucebox. And so next, I will talk about Sigma. So I just got two little things from Sigma. Sigma always has a huge booth, and I believe that they were selling all of their new individual products there, because I got this one, so they must have been selling all of them. I just didn't spend much time there because I can shop there anytime online, and I've known about that company for a long time. I wasn't really interested in seeing a lot of their stuff because I already knew about a lot of it, and I have a lot of their products anyway. So anyway, I picked up this brow powder, which they're now selling individually, and it's in medium, and I really like it. It was only around like $11 or $11.50, and other than the Anastasia brow powder, this is the only one that I've ever found that doesn't have like red tones to it. And like my natural hair color, I don't dye it, and it has like a golden undertone, and that's kind of unusual. A lot of people have like an ashy undertone or a reddish undertone, and mine is just golden. So whenever I find a brow powder that's got a little bit of reddish to it, it makes my brows look really fake and stand out against my hair color. So this I really, really love, and it's a lot cheaper. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than the Anastasia one, and it's a lot more product. It's probably, I don't know, a good almost twice the product, because the Anastasia one is really little. And it's like, I want to say it's like $20-something, or 28 maybe, 24, 22, something like that. And so I got that brow powder from Sigma, and I also got the Paris palettes. And I mostly got this because it's gorgeous. Look at that packaging. It's so pretty, and it's really unique, I think. So many palettes have the same, you just see like the same shadows over and over and over again, but this one has a lot of different colors that you don't see everywhere. And I just thought they were really neat, and I liked that it had two different blushes, a peach color and a pink color, and then a highlight. So you have, other than, you know, just regular powder, and then contour color, you have everything for your face here. And then almost every palette comes with really crappy brushes, but these are actually two really well loved brushes from Sigma, and they're good quality brushes. This one, it's really pretty. It's got a brown handle, and it says Paris, and it's the Large Angled Contour F40 brush from Sigma, and it's very soft, and it's a good brush. And so that fits in there really nicely. And then the eyeshadow brush is another one of their favorite ones, most popular. It's the Eye Shading E55, and it also says Paris on it there, so it's really pretty. So anyway, I just love that I just couldn't resist it, so I picked that up, and it's got also a nice mirror there, so you can use that. So that's what I got from Sigma and Saucebox, and I think that's a long enough video, so I'm going to come back with another video and show you some of the rest of my stuff. So hang in with me if you want, and I will see you soon. Bye!